Deep in Georgia, where the Chattahoochee mud stains your boots and the air is thick as syrup, there are stories you won't find in any book. These are tales whispered on porches about a group called the Fish House Gang. Men who ran things quietly, their power as real as the July heat. You didn't join, you were invited, maybe with just a nod. We're eating at Crow's tomorrow. In rickety fish houses, judges, lawyers, and politicians gathered, not for speeches but for catfish and quiet deals where a man's word was his bond. The Fish House Gang didn't write the laws, but for decades the men who did came here first, seeking an unspoken blessing. The Fish House Gang had no rules, no president, no speeches, just fried catfish, hush puppies, and sweet tea. Power hid in the casualness here. A senator was just another man reaching for seconds. Conversations drifted from crops to politics, but the real test was character, not policy. Secrecy wasn't sinister, it was tradition. Your business was your own. Over countless meals, trust and influence grew, shaping decisions far from the public eye. Their power was quiet, built on respect and relationships, not titles. At the center was Judge John Henry Land, a quiet authority whose word carried weight beyond the courtroom. The gatherings began with him, an informal circle that grew into a force. In the 1950s, Judge Land and friends met to talk freely, away from reporters in fish houses where titles were left at the door. Ambitious newcomers were observed, not interrogated. A subtle nod from the gang could open doors statewide. Judge Land's legacy was loyalty and discretion, a culture that lasted decades. After his passing, the tradition continued, but the era of shaping Georgia over catfish was fading. Legends grew, like the time a young Jimmy Carter sought their blessing and was dismissed with, "He ain't one of us." The gang's power wasn't absolute, but their approval could make or break careers, especially for judges. Their vetting was simple, a man's character revealed over hush puppies and sweet tea. Outsiders who talked too much were quietly excluded. Justice was swift, delivered with a look or a word. The Fish House Gang's influence was built on unwritten rules and quiet consensus. Futures were decided not in public hearings but at a riverside table. Time changed everything. The world moved on, and the gang's quiet power faded under the glare of modern politics. As the old guard passed, their traditions lost weight. New leaders lived in a different era. Georgia grew, diversified, and the days of a secretive group steering the state ended. The Fish House Gang was a product of its time, exclusive but not malicious. Now the gatherings are smaller, the talk more nostalgic than political. They still meet, honoring the past with catfish and stories. The fire that once shaped Georgia is now a warm ember, a reminder of when a handshake and a meal could decide a state's fate.